From the sands of Kuwait to boardrooms worth billions, Sheikh Al Jaber Al Sabah has quietly shaped wealth, power and influence in ways few can imagine. In a world where billionaires make headlines, he has stayed strategic, discreet, and incredibly influential, building an empire that spans from energy to finance and beyond. So how did a man from Kuwait rise to become one of the most powerful billionaires you've never heard of? Let's uncover the story of Sheikh Al Jaber Al Sabah. Sheikh Al Jaber Al Sabah was born in Kuwait into a prominent family with a long history of leadership and influence. From his earliest days, he was surrounded by the culture, traditions, and expectations of a family deeply connected to the nation's growth and governance. His childhood was shaped by a blend of modern education and traditional values, giving him both a strong foundation in academics and an understanding of Kuwait's culture and history. Even as a young boy, he showed an early curiosity for business, finance, and the inner workings of politics, interests that would guide his path to becoming one of the Middle East's most influential figures. The discovery of oil in Kuwait during his youth transformed the nation's economy, creating unprecedented opportunities for wealth and influence. Growing up in this environment, Sheikh Al Jaber observed how strategic vision, careful decision-making, and understanding of global markets could elevate a person from prominence to power. Family legacy played a huge role in shaping his ambitions. Surrounded by leaders who managed wealth, guided policy, and maintained strong connections in both business and government, Sheikh Al Jaber learned that influence was more than money. It was about strategy, foresight, and the ability to make decisions that could impact generations. By his teenage years, Sheikh Al Jaber Al Sabah was already thinking beyond his own future. He understood that Kuwait's oil wealth, combined with smart investments, global connections, and personal discipline, could be the key to building not just a fortune, but a lasting legacy that would define his life and the future of his country. From these early experiences, the culture, the education, the family legacy, and the rise of Kuwait as a global energy hub, it was clear that Sheikh Al Jaber Al Sabah was destined to do more than inherit a name. He was preparing to expand it, shape it, and transform it into an empire of wealth and influence that the world would come to recognize. As Sheikh Al Jaber Al Sabah stepped into adulthood, he began his journey into the world of business, seizing opportunities in oil, banking, and strategic investments. This was the beginning of an empire that would quietly reshape Kuwait's economy and extend its influence across the globe. His first ventures weren't just about money, they were calculated moves, driven by strategy, foresight, and a deep understanding of global markets. Sheikh Al Jaber made bold decisions, choosing partnerships and investments that others overlooked, turning every opportunity into a stepping stone for greater wealth and influence. One of his greatest strengths was spotting niche opportunities before anyone else. From high-stakes oil deals to innovative financial ventures, Sheikh Al Jaber carved a path that few could follow, combining risk with precision to grow his holdings rapidly. His partnerships with both local and international business leaders set him apart. By aligning with the right people at the right time, Sheikh Al Jaber not only expanded his wealth, but also cemented his reputation as a visionary leader in the Middle East. Through these early ventures, Sheikh Al Jaber Al Sabah demonstrated a rare combination: the patience to plan, the courage to take calculated risks, and the insight to foresee opportunities others would miss. By the time he was established, he had not only built wealth, he had built a foundation for a lasting legacy. From small beginnings to the foundations of a multi-billion-dollar empire, this phase of Sheikh Al Jaber's life shows how vision, discipline, and strategy can transform opportunity into power. Sheikh Al Jaber Al Sabah didn't just accumulate wealth. He built a billion-dollar empire that spans oil, finance, real estate, and global investments. His influence reaches far beyond Kuwait, touching industries, markets, and international trade in ways few others can claim. At the heart of his success is strategic vision, a rare combination of foresight, calculated risk, and the ability to seize opportunities before others even notice them. Sheikh Al Jaber focuses on niche markets, identifying areas where he can maximize returns while minimizing exposure, creating wealth that grows quietly but steadily over time. His holdings in oil alone have made him a central figure in Kuwait's economy. From upstream exploration to energy distribution, Sheikh Al Jaber's investments are not just profitable, they're pivotal to the nation's financial stability and growth. Beyond energy, he has diversified into finance, acquiring stakes in banks and investment firms, and into real estate, owning properties that symbolize both luxury and strategic business value. Internationally, Sheikh Al Jaber's empire extends into global investments, from shares in foreign companies to strategic partnerships across the Middle East, Europe and Asia. His influence is subtle yet profound. Each move is carefully calculated to strengthen both his wealth and global standing, ensuring that his empire is not just local, it's world-class. What truly sets Sheikh Al Jaber apart is his approach to business strategy. He doesn't follow trends, he creates them. By combining timing, market knowledge, and exclusive partnerships, he has consistently stayed ahead of competitors. This approach has earned him a reputation as a visionary leader in the Middle East, someone who understands both the mechanics of wealth and the subtle art of influence. Luxury and discretion define his empire as much as the numbers. Sheikh Al Jaber's real estate includes high-end residences, strategically located properties, and assets that reflect both status and financial acumen. Yet, despite immense wealth, his approach is measured. He combines power with prudence, building an empire designed to last for generations rather than fleeting headlines. From oil rigs in the desert to boardrooms in global financial capitals, Sheikh Al Jaber Al Sabah demonstrates how vision, strategy, and discipline can transform opportunity into influence. His empire is more than wealth. It's a lasting legacy, a blueprint for building power, stability, and impact on a global scale. In the world of billionaires, Sheikh Al Jaber Al Sabah is a rare example of someone who combines quiet strategy, niche focus, and long-term vision to not just create wealth, but shape an empire that endures. Away from the boardrooms, Sheikh Al Jaber Al Sabah lives a life defined by luxury, refinement, and discretion. His personal interests are as diverse as his empire. From yachting across the Arabian Gulf to collecting art, rare cars, and other symbols of wealth and status. Despite his global influence, family remains central to Sheikh Al Jaber's life. He maintains a private persona, keeping personal moments shielded from the public eye. Whether enjoying time with loved ones or guiding the next generation, he balances family with the responsibilities of running a multi-billion-dollar empire. Philanthropy is another pillar of his life. Sheikh Al Jaber supports a variety of causes, from education and healthcare to community development and cultural initiatives. His donations aren't just monetary, they are strategic efforts to create long-term impact and meaningful change in Kuwait and around the world. Even in leisure, Sheikh Al Jaber blends taste with purpose. Whether hosting dignitaries, attending international forums, or enjoying recreational pursuits, he projects an image of power, prudence, and elegance, showing that influence is as much about how you live as what you own. His life demonstrates that being a billionaire is more than numbers. It's about choices, values, and vision. Sheikh Al Jaber Al Sabah proves that wealth can be combined with integrity, discretion, and a focus on leaving a lasting legacy that extends far beyond material possessions. Ultimately, Sheikh Al Jaber's lifestyle tells a story of balance between luxury and responsibility, power and prudence, personal passion and global influence. Every decision, every interest, every investment reinforces the narrative of a man who has mastered not only the world of business, but the art of living with purpose. Even the most powerful empires face stormy waters, and Sheikh Al Jaber Al Sabah is no exception. Behind the glamour of oil, finance, and luxury, he has confronted high-stakes business risks, sudden market fluctuations, and difficult economic decisions that tested both his vision and resolve. Some of his decisions sparked controversy, drawing global attention and criticism. Whether negotiating complex deals, managing cross-border investments, or navigating political pressures, Sheikh Al Jaber's choices were often scrutinized, but always calculated to protect his empire and maintain influence. In Kuwait, he faced challenges from economic shifts, fluctuating oil markets, and regional political tensions. Abroad, international regulations, partnerships, and scrutiny from foreign governments added layers of complexity. Yet Sheikh Al Jaber's strategic foresight allowed him to navigate crises, turning potential setbacks into opportunities for growth and stability. Not every move was easy. Some investments carried high risk, and some partnerships sparked debate. But Sheikh Al Jaber remained calm, disciplined, and resilient, proving that building a billion-dollar empire isn't just about opportunity. It's about managing adversity with intelligence and precision. These challenges, controversies, and risks didn't weaken his influence, they refined it. Sheikh Al Jaber Al Sabah's ability to face criticism, absorb market shocks, and make calculated moves has solidified his reputation as a visionary leader, capable of navigating both Kuwait's economy and the global business landscape. In the end, Sheikh Al Jaber's story shows that true power isn't just about wealth. It's about resilience, strategy, and the courage to face controversy while protecting a legacy that spans generations. Sheikh Al-Jaber Al-Sabah has left an indelible mark on Kuwait and the world. From transforming the nation's economy to shaping global niche markets, his influence spans energy, finance, and international business. Through decades of visionary leadership, Sheikh Al-Jaber turned opportunities into wealth, stability, and lasting influence. His contributions helped modernize Kuwait's infrastructure, expand energy exports, and build a financial legacy admired worldwide. Globally, his impact is seen in strategic partnerships, international investments, and his reputation as a thoughtful, powerful leader. Peers, media, and governments alike recognize Sheikh Al-Jaber for combining wealth with discipline, strategic foresight, and integrity. His legacy goes beyond numbers. It is reflected in philanthropy, community initiatives, and a roadmap for future generations of business leaders. Sheikh Al-Jaber Al-Sabah demonstrates that true influence is built not only on wealth, but on the ability to shape industries, empower communities, and leave a lasting imprint on the world. From the sands of Kuwait to global boardrooms, Sheikh Al-Jaber Al-Sabah has crafted an empire of power, vision, and enduring impact. His story is a blueprint for how strategy, discipline, and purpose can transform opportunity into a legacy that spans generations. In the end, Sheikh Al-Jaber Al-Sabah proves that true greatness is measured not just by wealth, but by the choices, values, and vision that define a life and an empire for the ages. From humble beginnings in Kuwait to becoming one of the world's most influential billionaires, Sheikh Al-Jaber Al-Sabah has shown that vision, strategy, and perseverance can turn opportunity into a lasting empire. His journey demonstrates the power of niche focus, careful planning, and calculated risk-taking. While many chase headlines, Sheikh Al-Jaber built wealth and influence quietly, proving that patience and insight often yield the greatest results. Through decades of business triumphs, philanthropy, and global influence, Sheikh Al-Jaber Al-Sabah has crafted a story that inspires not only billionaires but anyone who dares to combine discipline, vision, and purpose in pursuit of greatness. As we reflect on his life, one thing becomes clear. In a world of billionaires, sometimes quiet strategy and niche focus create the greatest empires. Sheikh Al-Jaber Al-Sabah reminds us that true power lies not only in wealth, but in intelligence, foresight, and the ability to leave a lasting legacy. In the end, his story is more than a tale of wealth. It is a blueprint for visionary leadership, resilience, and the creation of an enduring global impact. Sheikh Al-Jaber Al-Sabah proves that with purpose, discipline, and strategy, even the quietest figure can shape the destiny of a nation and an empire.